So my first question for you is, I have 4 kids, and Valentine's Day gets kind of hectic. There's not a lot of time for us to sit down and really get away. So what we do end up doing has to work the first time. Do you have any no-fail recipes that, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on in the kitchen, but that will still make a big impact on Valentine's Day?
Well, we're going to be posting recipes on facebook.com/Electrolux. And a lot of what the benefit of some of these recipes are is that you could do stuff in advance, a day advance, 2 days in advance. You make your shells or you make your ganaches and stuff like that. And I even prefer to do this myself. When I'm doing desserts at home, I try to do as much as I can in advance, but I think it's always important to have some finishing right at the moment, and say, oh, let me just go into the kitchen and finish your dessert. So whether you're going to your Electrolux stove and saying, okay, I'm just gonna quick saute some berries or saute some bananas like we're gonna do today, it gives a final touch, a little emphasis. I've always said some of the best meals I've ever had were the worst tasting because they were made for someone that, by someone that cared about me. So I think so many people are so caught up in how big of an impact they have to make as far as what they make. It doesn't really come down to that. It comes down to, even if you make something as simple as like just a beautiful chocolate mousse or like a devil's food cake or something along those lines, and just at the last minute do something warm, just do something decadent. Even if you just melt some chocolate and dip a strawberry in or whatever it is, if as long as there's something personable that has to do with you, that your hands touch it, I think that's what really makes it special.
I have to agree. I think home cooked is always more meaningful than just heading out to the restaurant and getting something.
Yeah, and even if you're talking about a box of chocolates, I'd much rather, I never buy chocolates, obviously, being a pastry chef, but there's simple things that you can do. You can get a cake from a store and just kind of bring it home, make a ganache or loosen it up with some other flavors and kind of make your own little like truffles or cake balls or something. And even if they look funny, they're gonna taste better than anything that you could ever buy because you made them yourself, 100%.
So do you have any tips on how to give, your Valentine's Day dinner a little extra romantic?
There's always like setting of the mood, setting of the space that that you talk about for hours, whether it's the right music or the right lighting. I think sometimes it's great just to just change the environment. Instead of eating at that dining room table, set up a little intimate corner somewhere. Like change it. Don't just change the tablecloth. Maybe set up like, just change your surroundings within your surroundings, if you know what I mean. Do something that you don't normally do. Instead of sitting at the kitchen table or sitting at the dining room table, set up something maybe in another part of the house. Like, oh, we're in the the sunroom cafe or something. Like name it. Name a part of your house a new little restaurant. You create an environment within your home environment that's going to be just different. And just special. I'm not a big fan of going. I never actually go out to dinner on Valentine's Day. I think it's silly. I'd much rather stay home and eat food and cook food and just be with the people that I care about. So I think an easy way to do that too is, just change the surroundings that you already exist in and just make them special. That really shows effort.
Yeah, I think those are great tips. Can you tell me a little bit about the Electrolux and induction cooking times and how that can give you more time with the people you love?
Okay, so now I'm going to revert back to being a chef. So I'm obviously a pastry chef. I'm all about control. I'm all about precision and accuracy. And working with the Electrolux induction cookware and the product line, I get all that. I get pinpoint temperature control. Okay, I'm able to boil water in 90 seconds. Do you know how much time that saves me in the kitchen with all the things I have to do, especially creating these elaborate dessert tastings that I do at the restaurants I work in? I think just the amount of control you have over the equipment already is going to make you a better chef, whether you're in a restaurant or if you're just cooking for your family. You said you have 4 kids. I can only imagine those 4 kids probably each wanted to eat something different, right? They don't all eat like the same food, so you have 4 different pots going on the stove or whatever it is. I mean, it's just a lot easier, especially when it comes to cleanup. It's got the power of gas, but the sleek appearance of electric. When I'm done cooking, just a damp cloth, mild soap solution, I'm done, and I'm back in the living room with my family watching TV. I think just the amount of versatility that this cookware has, it's just amazing. And plus it's more efficient. It's more efficient than electric, and it's definitely more efficient than gas.
Yeah, and definitely all about running an efficient kitchen.
Yeah, for sure. You know, time spent cleaning is you know, if you're spending less time cooking and you're spending less time cleaning, that's more time with your family, and that's huge in my book. Especially when I work so much in a kitchen for a living. The last thing I want to do is spend all my time in a kitchen at home.
Right. That's all the questions I have for you. Thanks so much for talking to us today.
You'll be able to find all the recipes too that we're going to develop. We're actually starting a year-long campaign with Electrolux. So if you go to facebook.com/Electrolux, you'll be able to see recipes and talk about what is induction, what is this. Everybody thinks it's so new, but it's actually been around for a little while. But it's really starting to come forward because everybody's more conscious of their environment. Everybody's more conscious of the equipment they're buying, learning more about it. And hopefully there's a resurgence of people going back into their home kitchens. People are cooking again. You know, this is something that was lost for a couple decades. And I think now people are really starting to cook at home again. And they're looking for the best possible products to outfit their kitchens with. And I think this is one of the best.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Well, it was great talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.